Hello, Super Nerd friends, and welcome to Monday. Kind of. It's actually Tuesday, technically, for like a half hour. My phone is doing something weird, and so I am recording on the computer. Yay. Um, I recorded my whole video on my phone, but it has no sound, and I have no idea why. Like, it just didn't record the sound, record all my faces and everything, but not my sound. So that's frustrating. I have to get that figured out. Um, so yeah, pretty much all that's been going on here. I got my substitute orientation on Friday, so that should be good. I had my solo. I sang yesterday. I'm really tired. I had my solo I sang yesterday, which went fairly well. People said they liked it, so that's good. And yeah, it was okay. My voice was really shaky because I was nervous, but I think I did pretty well. Um, yeah, I have been looking for songs for us to sing this month. Because we're supposed to, or next month, I guess technically, because we're supposed to sing pretty much every month. So I'm looking for some song kind of Thanksgiving-y, but we don't have Thanksgiving songs. So just something about being grateful and thankful for things. Yay. So I've been working on that. Um, School stuff. I'm sorry I haven't read any Life of Pi yet, but I just I have so much school stuff. It's just it's almost over. I talked to my advisor, and she said that they will reactivate my application to graduate so that it should say I'm ready to graduate again. Um, but she hasn't told me whether or not I need to reapply. So we'll see. But hopefully not, because I would have been fine and on time if she had turned it in when I sent it to her, but she didn't, and so now I'm looking at like an extra $75 of fine for it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not okay with that because that's not really my fault. That's your fault. Just like, me not realizing I had enough credits was, it was also my fault because I didn't realize, but also your fault for lulling me into a false sense of security. Anyway, I feel like I've been much faster saying these things this time than I was last time. We've been having Forgotten Carols practice. That's been great. Um, I really like our songs. We're starting to sing without music because obviously when we're on stage we will not have music to sing to, or at least to read. But yeah, it's been really great. I really like it. And Jeremiah made it into homeless, which means they sing an extra song, so he gets to be one of the homeless guys, which was funny because then he posted on his Facebook, he's like, "Yay, I get to be a homeless guy," and I was like, "Haha, it's funny." Um, yeah, he's really awesome. Um, I really like him, and it's like the frustrating kind of like that. Like when I text him things, I feel like I sound like an idiot, or that I'm bothering him. Um, but I don't feel like that way when we're talking. Like he's really open and he's really nice, and I like being around him. Makes me happy. So yeah, I don't think he likes me, but we'll see. I guess who knows. Um, there's this guy Jordan who I didn't know his name before. I knew him, but only as the loud guy in Institute because he's loud and doesn't have a filter on the things that go from his brain out of his mouth. Uh, so he just says whatever comes to mind. But I got to know him a little better at a party that I went to, one of my friend's parties, like gaming night kind of thing. And he was flirting with me, very obviously, because he doesn't have the brain filter. So I was just like sitting on the couch cross-legged, and he was like, "You look so cute when you sit that way." And I was like, "Thank you." Like, kind of a weird compliment, but whatever. It's nice. And he continued to flirt with me throughout the evening. And then yesterday, when I was sitting in the foyer waiting to sing, or waiting to practice singing with my accompanist, I was waiting for her to get there. He came up to me and he goes, "Wow, Alexis, you look like an angel." And so I said, "Thank you." But I was like, that's a big compliment. And so, yeah, he's really nice. And I'm like excited to be friends with him. He's a really cool guy, but I don't know that I'm so much into him as he is to me. But he's really sweet. He's really cool. I like him. Um, Besides that, I don't know what else to say about me. Haley, your job looks super cool. I'm really jealous. I'd be more jealous if you were getting paid. But it's really awesome that you're doing all that and that uh, you get to handle all that stuff. It's really cool. It made me really want to do that. And maybe I will get to someday, but it's really interesting and I hope you're having fun. Um, when you sent me the first text message and I didn't see your video yet, I wasn't sure if they were something personal that you had bought or like if it was for your job, and so I was just kind of like, interesting. I think it's hilarious that they still have the medicine in them. It's a bit weird, but you know, whatever. But it seems really cool. I'm excited for you. And Becky, I didn't take what you said as insulting. I pretty much never take anything you say as being an insult because I don't know, you don't insult people very often. And if you're insulting one of us, it's usually to be funny. And that wasn't really funny, so I didn't assume anything. Um, but yeah, it's fine. Um, I sometimes, I don't know, I go along with the value of society that teaching isn't an extremely well thought of career. When you tell people you want to be a teacher, they don't react very well, honestly. And so, yeah, I think like I think that's part of why I feel like I should be a doctor or something because doctors are like not only respected but also paid better, because they're like directly helping people's like livelihood because keeping them alive. But I mean, teachers are not quite so essential, I guess. But we wouldn't really have a lot of doctors if we didn't have someone to teach them things. And I mean, it's unfortunate that teachers aren't better respected because like they hold the future basically, in their hands, like children's minds and what they think and how they think and everything. So it's really important, but just not thought of that way, I guess. Especially history. People feel like history is useless, which is very depressing. But hopefully people will enjoy history when I'm teaching it. I've also been reminded that teaching is where I belong, as I often am in conversations here and I'm just teaching people something, just something I know, which kind of makes me feel bad. Because it reminds me of like lording your smartness over people. Um, but it's like, what are you gonna do about it? That's just how I talk. I just say things that I learned because I'm excited about it. Or when someone doesn't know something about a topic and I know, I'm excited to share information with them because I'm like, look at all this cool stuff that you know now. Um, but people kind of take that as me being like, I am so smart, listen to all the things I have to give to you. And I'm like, it's not what I mean it to be. Um, yes, and Becky, I'm glad you're enjoying work at QFC. It seems great, and that you're doing your schoolwork still. I'm really proud of you. I wanted to say that you're working so hard because I know you're working really hard at school and you're working really hard at work, and you're still getting a lot of, you're getting most of it done. Um, and doing really well. And that's impressive because it's not the easiest thing to do. I remember when I was working at Hastings and and going to school, it was hard, and I didn't even have that many hours. So yeah, keep it up. You're doing awesome. I'm really proud of you. Okay, that's it. I hope this video recorded better so I don't have to do it a third time. And I love you guys, and we'll talk to you later. Bye bye.